Hi everyone, how are you? Happy New Year! This is the first video of the year, and I thought I would do a journal with me as well as a how is it going type of video. But first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for everyone that is here, for all the patrons that have been here since the beginning, and to those who have just joined, thank you so much. I started this space to share some more personal stuff, but also to help me now that I am no longer working, to help me to have some financial stability. So I wanted to say thank you so much. I cannot express how much it means that you guys are here, that you comment, that you share your ideas, your thoughts. I love reading them and I love answering your messages. So I want to say thank you so much and Happy New Year. So it's very early in the morning, it's 9 on the 2nd. So I thought that since today I'm actually quite sick, I'm on my period and I suffer from extreme period cramps. Yesterday we were just resting after celebrating with my friends. So today I thought it would be a great day to just sit down and kind of reflect and see how 2025 was and where I want to go for 2026. But before that, I want to share with you guys some happenings in my life. So if you follow me on Instagram, you guys will know this already. But on the 31st, I have a water spilling accident, and my journal for 2026 got water damage. So I basically just spilled my whole water bottle on the table and my journal was opened. So maybe half of the journal itself got damaged. And some of the pages don't look too good anymore. They are very crinkly and the texture has significantly changed. And I was wondering about what I wanted to do. I thought about it for a long time, if I mind this new look and acquire personality, if it was going to bother me. And I decided that actually for a journal it will bother me at the end. I think because I tend to use fountain pens, this has changed completely the texture of the paper. Some of the pages are stuck together now. Some of them are just wrinkly on one part, the other one is kind of fine. So I decided that I'm going to keep this notebook for note-taking rather than use it for journaling. And I was sad about it, but also I took it as a message. It was not meant to be. So also it was not that expensive notebook. So yeah, and because I was very scared that the water was going to damage the postcard that my friend got for me, I frantically ripped it and now it looks like this, which is not great. But I will cover this somehow and reuse it, repurpose it, I guess. But yeah, this is not going to be our 2026 journal, and I'm pretty sad because I spent a long time setting it up, thinking about what I wanted to include, what I wanted to exclude from here, and I guess the universe had another idea for me, and it's not this journal, and I have accepted it. I spent yesterday thinking which journal I wanted to purchase, and my idea was actually to go today some notebook shopping, go to the city center, go to my favorite bookstore slash a stationery store, because they have so many brands there, especially Japanese brands, and check different notebooks and whatnot. But actually I am sleep deprived. I didn't sleep today or yesterday, and also it's minus 13 degrees right now, which doesn't make it too appealing to go out, if I'm honest. So yesterday I had some time to think about what type of journal I wanted to. I went to different online retailers thinking what I wanted to purchase or not. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. I don't have anything pretty for you guys to look at, but just, a little bit of chatting before journaling. I didn't want to purchase the same journal just because I already had this one and I can still use it. So I didn't want to buy the same one, and again, I took it as a message. It was not meant to be, so I decided not to repurchase the Muji notebook. Then I thought about buying another Life notebook because I love these notebooks. I love the cream paper. Let me show you how it looks with fountain pen because it looks stunning. This is how it looks with fountain pens. Specifically, the Konpeki looks incredible here. However, I already have two of these journals in B5 and A5, and this one is my Korean notebook, so I use it to learn Korean and refresh vocabulary specifically, and the other one I use it to glue things that I have no place for them, and I just make a little museum of my day-to-day life there. So I thought, well, you already have two of them, so there's no novelty into getting a new one, so I thought it was not going to get me very excited to start it, so I decided against it. Then I thought about three contenders: the Midori Codex, Stalogy, and Leuchtturm 1917. I used Leuchtturm 1917 before and loved them. Actually, it was my bullet journal notebook for years when I was in university, but in Korea it's very expensive. Like, in my opinion, they are overpriced, and if I was earning money in euro, the conversion would be almost the same, so I would be fine with it. But the thing is, I don't get paid in euro, I get paid in Korean won, so to me it feels overpriced for Korean won. So I decided not to get that notebook. Then we had the Codex and the Stalogy. Those were the both notebooks that I was like thinking about. And a third contender, once I discarded the idea of the Leuchtturm, was repurposing my Hobonichi Tetsho 2025 July to December, the cousin, as a just simple notebook. However, I think my experience with the cousin is still too recent and I still don't miss it. I'm sure I will at some point because I love the structure of this notebook. It's just I don't get along with the dated aspect of it, and I know a lot of people have recommended the day free, but guys, the day free, it doesn't really fit into my, I don't know, the idea of it. I don't understand it because it's a very slim notebook, but it has a 12-month calendar. If it was a 365 notebook with a 12-month calendar, I could understand it, but or either like an AVEG version, 6 months and then 6 months, and you have two different books, I would understand if they package it like that. But having 12 months and essentially the same size or the same slim profile of the half year Hobonichi cousin, I don't understand, because then I'm going to have almost 6 months or more of unused calendars in a notebook that is also not that cheap because it's dated. So I don't know, I thought about it a lot, and because I love Hobonichi and I love Hobonichi paper, I thought I could just get that one, get a day free, or repurpose this one. However, I'm going to hold onto that. I want to use my cousin again at some point. I know that because I just really like the format. It just doesn't work as an everyday journal for me. But the day free, I just don't really understand it yet. Maybe at some point I see the appeal. I don't see it right now. So I decided not to do that. And also I do have Hobonichi products like my Hobonichi Weeks and the Hobonichi A6. I also have this notebook that I loved using. It is one of their like graph notebooks, and I use it in 2024 and a little bit of 2025. No, I didn't. Just 2024, and I love this notebook. Like, I use it for everything, basically just bullet journaling and also like day to day, and I loved being here. Like, I had so much fun in this notebook, so I thought maybe I will get an A5 Hobonichi just plain or graph notebook. That was an option too, but I think it's just because I am still using Hobonichi products. I didn't see, again, the novelty of getting a Hobonichi notebook. And then my idea was the MD Codex, the Midori Codex, but I think I felt the same. Like, I use traveler's notebooks with MD paper every day, almost every day. I'm using a Tomo River paper right now, but all of the ones that I have left to use are Midori paper. So I thought, again, it's going to be just the same paper all the time. So I wanted something different. So long story short, I ended up getting a Stalogy. It will be here today at some point. I wanted to do a setting it up with you guys, but it won't arrive on time. I think it's going to be here at 8 p.m. And because of what happened with this notebook, I think I want to just, I don't know, take my time and maybe do it at night. So I don't know if I'm going to do it as an extra video for Patreon or as a video for YouTube. I haven't decided yet how I want to set up that notebook and do it. But yeah, I ended up getting a 365, a chunky one, red Stalogy. And let's see how I get along. I've used Stalogy before, especially the A6. I've used it for a long time because I love to have an A6 Hobonichi original one, the black one, and an A6 Stalogy, also black, and I loved how that looked on my shelf. So for many years I used those notebooks together. So yeah, if I feel like going to an A6, I can repurpose this one because I only use less than half of the notebooks before the year ended, till December. So I think I set up a little bit for 2025, and then I realized that I actually didn't want to keep up with this notebook, and I wanted to go into a bigger one. But I actually love this little guy here, so I may repurpose this one throughout the year, I'm not sure. But anyway, I went with an Stalogy notebook. So that is the update for you guys, and I will set it up maybe tonight when it comes. So the lighting is not gonna be great, but I want to do it because it's my notebook and I want to start it soon. And it means that I've been in my traveler's notebook, and actually I've been loving my travelers, as I always do. I feel so comfortable in this notebook. I love it so much, and I've been using it very, very well these days. I have been journaling here every single day, and I love it. I've been putting pictures, not that much decoration. This is from Mina, or from her Patreon. This is because I damaged my nail, so I had this cute, what is this? Oh my god, what is this character called? Peko, is it? I can't remember. These little band-aids. Milky? How was this it? And anyway, so I have different pages here set up. But I wanted to discuss with you guys what I'm going to journal about. I think it's going to be a voiceover, and I'm going to give you guys ideas of how you can journal for the next year. It doesn't mean that I'm going to use them myself, but I've been seeing a lot of people journaling for goals and just kind of like taking some time to reflect. And I thought some of the journaling prompts were really good, but I already had an idea of what I wanted to do, so I'm going to just talk about that and then do it on my own and with you guys here. But what I did yesterday was I drew a 2026, and I divided the pages into two. I have the year of the horse, which I'm going to find kind of the definition of the year of the horse and write it here, as well as my 26 ideas and dreams for the year, which are, some of them are super like simple, like go on a hike or start yoga again as a daily practice, for example, or others are a little bit more like, you know, visit Barcelona, visit my home, or taking care of my skin, or get a new camera, so things like that. And I just kind of, yesterday I took some time to think about what I wanted to do here, and then I wrote a letter, or copied a letter that Nadine Stair, is it, wrote. So a lady was asked, I think she's a 90 something year old woman, and she was asked, if you could write a letter to your younger self, what would you say to her? And the first line is, if I had my life to live over, I dare to make more mistakes next time. And I think this whole letter is just a sentiment and a cry for just live life, not think too much about the future, make more mistakes, and don't live so sensibly and so sanely. She's basically saying she said that she had her moments and she wished she had more of those moments, and if not, her whole life would have been about those moments that she was afraid, she was scared, and she was daring, basically. So I thought that was such a beautiful idea. I think these past few months I've been spending a lot of time on my own and at home, but I now feel like the need that I need to go out, I need to explore, I need to expand my vision, my perspective, and that's what I want to do for 2026. So that is a letter that I copied here, and well, yesterday I was feeling sick, so I need to erase the pencil here, but yeah, I was feeling sick, so I didn't journal. So I thought I would do this with you guys today, basically, and reflect a little bit about my word of the year. I'm gonna have some coffee now. So basically my word of the year for last year was potential, and I think I chose that word based on some things that I knew were going to happen in 2025. Like, I knew that I wanted to change and quit my career. I was working in R&D education, basically making or designing educational books and worksheets, and I had fun doing that. I like designing stuff. I'm quick at it. I'm if I can say that about myself, I'm good at it, but it has never been my dream to do that. So I was, staying in that job for the financial security, which is huge. It's a huge thing and shouldn't be taken for granted. Because now, being in a situation of financial insecurity, even though I have my partner, I don't like to depend on people. So it's taking a toll on my mental health, that aspect. But anyway, yeah, I was just basically doing that to have an income. But now that also my visa situation has changed, my life situation is changing, I took that opportunity to quit my job, and my idea for 2025 was to explore the things that I could do with a passion, things that I love doing, things that I love sharing, and try to go from there. And it's a very scary and a precarious situation to be in, but also one that I'm having a lot of fun at the same time. It's just kind of this in-betweenness that is kind of hard to find the sweet spot. So that was my word of the year. And for 2026 I chose create. And create not as to make things, but I want to create community. I want to have closer friends here, and a lot of friends that we can hang out more often and see, because now that we are all adults, it's pretty hard to see your friends. Everyone has commitments and work commitments and appointments and stuff like that, and sometimes it's quite hard to see your friends as often as you would want to. So if you expand your group, there's more chances that can happen. So I wanted to do that. And one of the things about the life of the immigrant is that a lot of people come to live temporarily, and then they leave, and they live your life too, and it's a very hard thing to go through oftentimes. So I have friends that I've made and I loved and cherished, and they are no longer here. So it's just kind of like you grieve and mourn that. It's not a loss of friendship, but a loss of closeness, I guess. So I wanted to create a community of people that I can rely on, and they can rely on me. I also want to make more things and make more memories, create more adventures for myself, explore more, be in nature more. I wanted just to create and design a life that I feel comfortable and happy with. So that is my word of the year. So I think that this goes along with the year of the snake and the year of the horse, right? The year of the snake, the energy was of transformation, of shedding, of reevaluating and letting go of things, and also embracing other things. And the year of the horse, as I understand it, is the ambition or energy to move forward, to just get that energy that it was slowly simmering during the year of the snake, and now once that you have that energy, like now it's boiling, just kind of throw it into the path that you have chosen for yourself. So I think it also speaks a lot to what I was going through 2025 and how I want to envision 2026. And I took my card of the month of January, which is a card of conflict, my tarot card. It is the Five of Wands, and there's so many interpretations for this card, but in general it's one card of conflict, of too many voices. And the way I interpret this card, and that's kind of the beauty of everything, it can be interpreted the way you want to, is that you have a bit like 5 voices, too many voices in your head, and there's somewhat a lack of direction. All of these voices are not working together for a purpose. They are just having very distinctive opinions and voices, and it's just a conflict in your own head. It could be an external conflict, but in my case I think it's a conflict in my own head of things that I am trying to, of the multi-layer person that we are. So it's kind of hard to find a sweet spot for everything that you want to do. And being aware of time, it's something that as I grow older, I am more aware of time. So I think that this card really does represent the state of mind that I'm in, which is one of a scatteredness. I'm scattered. I think I lack somewhat of a direction. I feel like it's there intuitively. I know that what I want to do, but it's hard to consciously make a plan for it. So I think that also speaks a lot to how I'm feeling, and that's the cool thing about these little weird things in life, right? So what I want to do about now is, first of all, I want to find the definition of the year of the horse. Then I want to just journal about my vision board. I did design a vision board for myself, so I want to I don't want to show it too much, but I want to think about why I chose the things that I chose. Why is that important to me for the next year? And I want to talk about my word of the year. And I'm going to do a voiceover about maybe not everything that I'm journaling about, because that is quite personal, but also some of the things that I've seen other people journal about, and maybe that can give you some ideas. I'm also going to write it on the post down below, things that I've seen people doing for these 2026 first journal spreads or things like that. And I'm going to put some maybe music, or I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch a video or music, and then I will see you guys at the end of the session. Now for the journaling segment, I'm not going to talk throughout the whole segment, just because I want to give you guys some time to journal and reflect on your own if you're doing that, but I also wanted to explain to you what is happening right now. First of all, I gathered some of the 2026 journaling ideas that I loved the most. Some of them are original, some of them aren't, so just be aware of that. I created a little template that you guys can download, stick on your journals if you want to, or just simply read them with better quality. But some of them include: what energy do I want this year to carry? One habit I'm done tolerating, a mini goal, a big goal. How did 2025 shape me? A comfort I want to give myself. What is your new word of the year? Why did you choose this word? So some of the things that maybe can help you to reflect on what happened and what do you want 2026 to be. And I am now journaling about the year of the horse. I think I had a pretty good idea of what it meant. It's a year about trusting motion and not perfection. It's about your life, your dreams, especially the momentum. I think 2025 was the year of shedding, and for a lot of people was not an easy year. I don't think any year is like hard in its completion or easy as a whole, but for me especially 2025 was a year of uncertainty. So I think 2026 is the one where I have more strength, more endurance, and I've gained more momentum, and I want to use that energy to move forward. So I am writing those keywords here. Also, my surface is not flat because I have one of those brass tags stuck to my TN, and because right now I don't have any like pockets or extra notebooks, it makes the surface a little bit uneven, so I put an extra insert there to make it more comfortable. And I ended up journaling about a reflection. Basically, I call it reflecting on the past year, and I started by describing what was my word of 2025, which was potential. What did I envision for this word? Why did I choose it? And after that, I just journal about what actually happened related to this word, not all the events and life moments that I experienced this year, just how I think this word, if even this word manifested or it didn't, or if I changed the word itself throughout the year. So I just kind of talked about me quitting my job, how I felt about that, how did I welcome some changes and resisted some other changes in life, and how that created a lot of friction. And then I went on to just talking about the word of next year and how I feel is a good transition between potential and creation or create. And again, what do I envision for this word? Like, why did I choose it? And I talked a little bit about my vision board, like the parts that I decided to add, such abundance and creating a community, and also creating more on social media, but how that also is in conflict with some of my other ideas for 2026, which is stop being on my phone so much, be in nature. So I'm trying to see how these conflicting ideas actually can work together. So that's basically what I journal about, and I think it's a good way. It's sometimes I find it a little bit hard to just think about the year as a whole, like my favorite moments, my least favorite moments, things that I learned, things that I wish I had learned earlier, and it can be a little bit daunting because it's a long period of time to journal about. So I think focusing on my word of the year and the energy that I wanted to carry with that word and how it actually came to life, or if it did or didn't, and the reasons why, I think it's a bit more approachable for me. So that's what I decided to do. Also, my journal for next year is actually here, and if I knew it was going to come so early, I would have filmed that. But actually it said that it was going to arrive at 8 p.m, but I just received a message that it's just been delivered. So I think I'm going to film a little short about it rather than a long video, because I think I want to take my own personal time to set it up. I think I have shared how I set up my, I guess, new and old journal, and this one I want to do it on my own time by myself, because I've been feeling very reflective this year, or these past few weeks. I think there's a lot that I want to express. I'm feeling that I need to somehow express myself more, but I'm struggling to know how to do it. So I want to take my own time to do this for myself rather than share it with you guys. And I think maybe someday I will make a YouTube video showing the new setup. I think that's what we're going to do. But anyway, that is for this spoken part. I just want to wish you once more a happy new year. I hope you had time to celebrate or rest, whatever it works for you, that you have time to set up your beautiful new planners and journals, that maybe if you celebrate Christmas, you got the presents that you were hoping for, and also you had a good time giving presents too. One of the things that I love about Christmas is that in Spain it's such a long holiday. It goes until January 6-7. So we have one more week of Christmas. At least in my mind, I have one more week of Christmas.
which is, I don't know the translation, Three Magic Kings, the Three Kings. You know, it's another giving gifts day, which is pretty cool when you're a kid. So I'm going to have that time to also, you know, celebrate at least with my family by video call. But yeah, my Christmas is a bit extended. So if you are in Spain or you celebrate the Three Magic Kings, I hope you have a good Reyes and you get a lot of presents if you hope for and wish for them. And that's it. I will see you next Friday, and I just cannot tell you guys how thankful I am that you guys are here, that you are supporting this little tiny community. And again, if you have any suggestion or anything that you want to see from me, please let me know, because I will make it happen. So yep, Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.
Something about the way you walked in my direction, so confident but unassumingly. And thinking about the night you took my hand for the first time. It took a minute to admit it, but it turns out that you were all I needed. Yeah, the calm I crave, the sunshine when I hate to drive in the rain. Oh, I must have done something right to have you in my life. They say that love is never easy, but baby, I say we're living proof, living proof. They say that the honeymoon won't last, but baby, they haven't been with you. I love to love to love you. I do. I do. You love to tell me why we're meant to be together, reading me your vows every single day. I used to dread the mornings, but with you I'd rather chase the sun bright.